We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Watson off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And trouble trying the middle here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 yards there, just like last play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Watson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go and incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the whole reset and try something different.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And it'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that
he's got him in, complete, and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And again, it's Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced.
And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Now Chubb running right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Cooper will come in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
After the interception, here's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, they have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Touchdown! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready. And cycle. Ready.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
On gain of 10, brings up third and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
3-3. Ultra. Ultra.
No gain on the play.
Ultra. Go ultra.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first and 10, Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Second down, here's Mostert again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Mostert. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll run with Mostert, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, fourth quarter, here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And Watson's going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Deion Jones, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.